Hello everyone. In previous lecture, we discussed about the resource types. Okay, so how generally we are registering the servlet based on the resource type. We discussed about the gate, and within the gate, we discussed about the how to integrate any third-party REST APIs with servlet. Okay, and after that, we discuss contact us form, right, where we discuss end-to-end flow, like we submit the form, we'll call the servlet and we'll store the form data to database. Okay, generally we are using SQL database. So this kind of flow we already discussed, and today we are going to discuss about the second way to register the servlet, which is path-based servlet. Okay, so let me quickly do that, and let me try to first we'll try to achieve the do get method, and after that we'll try to achieve the do post one. And what I'm going to do, the example will be the same here, everyone. Okay, and only annotation I'm going to remove here, and I'm going to use a path-based annotation here, and everything will be the same. Okay, so I'll remove this one. Everything will be the same. Here we just need to use a Sling Servlet path here. Okay. And after that, we'll directly pass the annotations like it should start from slash bin slash, and after that, anything we can use. So suppose that I'm using JSON, and after that, maybe placeholder servlet. Okay, this is the path for us. And if I build the code and from the front end itself, we have to hit this path. So this is hard coded path generally we are adding, and this path generally we have to hit from the front end. Okay, this is the gate API, so we can directly hit from the browser itself, right? Let me try to do that, and after that we'll use extension selector and methods as well. Okay, if we need. So let me quickly build the code and let me discuss this one. So build is completed. So we'll move to the browser here, and after that we'll discuss one thing. So here what I'll try to do, we'll directly hit this URL, okay? Because this is get method, we can achieve this feature via we can hit this URL via browser itself, and we can do that, okay? And if I use this one, so after hitting this one, as you can see, we are getting the response. Okay, so this is that directly we have everyone. Okay, directly we can hit, and after that it will identify the servlet, it will trigger the servlet, and whatever methods we have written, like do get, and within that whatever logic we have written, it will trigger. Okay, and it will send the response the same way, right? JSON, HTML, XML, or plain text according to the requirement. Okay, it will send, and it will we can. Receive those responses in the front end, and after that if you wanted to do further activity we can do that. Okay, so one thing I just wanted to explain why it is always starting slash bin slash, as I mentioned, right, the path based servlet. Okay, and how the flow is working. So suppose that when we hitting this HTTP request, right, this particular request, so we have already one service is available, everyone. So you have to go to system console config manager, and here we have Apache Sling Servlet. So let me try to close this one. Let me refresh this one and try to search again. Okay. So here we have service. If I'll search this one, okay. So here we have Apache Sling Servlet, scripted resolver, and error handler. Okay, if I hit this one, so here we have couple of execution path is available. So when we are hitting this path, right, it will first basically check if this path is available or not here. Okay, suppose that I'm using slash bin slash, this path is available, and after that it will directly bypass it here. Suppose that if we are using, this is very important, if we are using any other things which is not present here, maybe I'm using slash custom slash something, right, which is not present here. Okay, so in that case we'll not able to, like, the servlet will not trigger. Okay, so always, if like suppose that always use whatever we have here, otherwise we can click on plus icon and we can as our custom one here as well, everyone. Okay, so this is important to understand, but this is out of box one. So please try to avoid add any custom here path. Whatever path we have, try to use that. So generally, slash bin slash is very common to use. Okay, and anyway we know, right, this path-based servlet we don't need to use, because as I mentioned, so many differences are really told, right, due to security and due to other things. We should use resource type annotation, and we already discussed that. Okay. So, and after that, it will add lips one also we can add, okay, anything. So, but suppose that if you are adding slash bin, it will check if the particular path, it is already available in execution path. If it is available, then it will trigger this one. Okay, here. So everyone, this is the way we are registering servlet based on the servlet path, right? Apart from this, we can bypass, as I mentioned, right, method, selector, extension, all the things. But and for that, basically, in the modern ways, we have already annotation present, right? Sling servlet selector, sling servlet extension, and sling servlet methods available here. But I'm using basically AM 6.5, right? So those capability we don't have here. If we use AM 6 AEM as a cloud service, there those annotation is already available there, right? So we can directly use that. Okay, and but we have alternative way within the if you wanted to basically write those things, right? Like if you wanted to bypass extension selector, this kind of thing, so we can directly uh, use that particular capability based on here. We can write basically all the custom code to achieve those feature, right? So let me quickly write that and let me show you that as well. So everyone I have written here, generally we are bypassing selector, like which we are getting from the request, okay, from the client, and extension we are getting from that, and we are checking uh, the selector should be equal, and if after that whatever selector we are bypassing in URL, whatever we are fetching it should equal. After that only it will go. If it is not equal, it will return 404. Okay, so let me quickly build this one and let me show you that as well. Let me go to the browser and let me pass list as a selector and after that JSON as extension and we'll see. Okay, here. So this is our API. So here we'll pass list and after that dot JSON. Okay, so we should get the same response. So as you can see, we are getting the same response. So this is the alternative way we can do that because selector X and extension, the annotation is not available here. Okay, but if you are using cloud, AM cloud, so those annotation will be available. Otherwise, we can use some dependency here also. Okay, we can check that like whatever Sling Servlet selector if you are using, and we can add the dependency related to that. But if you wanted to use that, it is not basically if you are not using that is also fine everyone, okay, but if you wanted to use that, this is the alternative way to use that. Okay, here. So the same thing we can do in a post as well, right? If I go here basically, and here whatever things we are pipe passing, we can remove directly this one, right? So and we can use the Sling Servlet path annotation here as well. So yes, same thing like slash bin slash, and apart from this, if you wanted to use any other thing, whatever we have in OGI config, right? That part also we can use. Okay. So directly within double quotes, I'll use slash bin slash, and here we'll use maybe post and after that contact us servlet. Okay, after that slash bin slash anything we can use. Okay, that is totally depend upon us. So this path we are bypassing through JS, right? So this path we have to pass there because we are submitting contact us form, right? As we know. So let me go through the UI first. This is the core for us, and let me jump to UI apps and let me add this path to the servlet to the JS as well. Okay, so we have AEM component, then contact us form we already developed. Okay, so we'll go to client lib, see JS and contact.js. Okay, and here what I'll do, I'll quickly. Okay, I think here within the servlet path we are fetching from the resource, right? So what I'll do, I'll quickly uh, use that here. Okay, so this particular path we have to bypass right now. Okay, so this particular path will match with the servlet path and it will trigger internally. It will check the servlet is registered in OCI config. Okay, that is totally different stuff, but this way will we do. Okay, because right now we are hitting the hard-coded path. Okay, so this path we are bypassing in URL, right? So we have to bypass it here. Let me quickly build the code and let me check the contact. Will let me submit the contact us form and let me check that. Okay, as well. Student build is completed here, right? So let me go to the page here. Within home page, we already added our contact us form, right? So here we'll directly do like path-based servlet, and here maybe path123@gmail.com. This is path-based servlet. I'm just adding some random stuffs here, and if I click on submit, okay, so the contact is saved. Okay, if I go to our contact us basically data table here, and if I execute this one, we should able to get the latest data here. So path-based servlet is we are getting the data here. Okay, it is storing in the SQL database. So as you can see, we'll able to achieve the same thing with the help of path-based servlet here. So here we were getting the dynamic path previously, but we from the JS basically, and right now we have to pass bypass hard-coded value, and the same thing we have to pass here in contactor servlet. And the same thing if you wanted to use basically extension selector and selector, here the same line of code whatever we have written, right, in get do get method, right, the same thing we can add it here. Okay, so anyway we are not going to use this path-based registration process. We are going to always use resource type one. Okay, so I think that's all for now. Okay, let me know if you have any doubt in comment section, and thank you for watching this video, everyone.